What's going on, everybody? In this video, I'm going to show you the new ChartGuide V2 Indicator, and I'm going to break it down so even if you're brand new, you'll understand exactly what everything does. Because let's be real, most people lose money not because they don't have a strategy, but because they're doing everything messy. They enter randomly, they don't know where the stop goes, they don't know where to take profit, and then they panic when price moves. ChartGuide V2 is built to simplify that. It gives you a clear signal, it shows your trade levels on the chart, and it also gives you tools like sessions, market structure, multi-time frame trend, and a performance table so you can actually see what's working. So yeah, let's jump in. So let's hop into the settings. So the first setting is the multiplier, and by default, it's set to 30. Think of this like your signal sensitivity. If you drop the multiplier lower, you're basically telling the indicator, give me more trades, so you'll get more signals, but you're also going to get more noise because it's reacting more often. If you raise the multiplier higher, you're telling it, be more picky, so you get fewer signals, but they're usually cleaner. If you're a beginner, don't overthink it. Start at 30, and later you can tune it. Next is the risk-reward ratio, and this is basically how far your targets are. If you set risk-reward higher, your take profits are farther away, which can be amazing when it hits, but here's the truth. The bigger the risk-reward, the harder it is to hit, so your win rate usually goes down. If you set risk-reward lower, targets are closer, you might win more often, but each win is smaller. Show TP and SL levels. Now this one is super important. If you turn this on, the indicator will draw everything for you. Entry, stop loss, TP1, TP2, TP3. Next setting is Show SL Only. This one is mainly for long-term/swing trading, where you're holding trades for days to weeks. In this scenario, the workflow is simple. You take the buy or sell when the signal label appears, you place your stop loss, you set up an alert for the exit label, and when the exit label appears, you exit the whole position. Alright, next up is the context filter. This is basically a filter that helps you avoid lower quality trades by checking the market context and making sure you're more aligned with the overall direction. When the context filter is on, you'll usually get fewer signals, but they can be cleaner. But a quick honest note, sometimes it can also block some good trades too. Not all, but some. That's normal because any filter that removes noise can also remove opportunities. Now right under that, you've got context length. This controls how strong the filter is. Higher length equals stricter and smoother filter implies fewer signals. Lower length equals faster reacting filter implies more signals, but can be noisier. If you're new, a good simple starting point is around 500. Next, we have sessions, and this is mainly important if you're scalping. Sessions matter because during the main sessions, you usually get more volume, more movement, and cleaner price action. So instead of trading during slow, dead hours, sessions help you focus on the times where the market actually moves. When you turn show sessions on, you'll see the kill zones for each of the 3 sessions marked on the chart: Asia, London, and New York. And then you also have timing mode, daylight saving for summer timing, and standard time for winter timing. If your session boxes ever look shifted by about an hour, this is the setting you change. Alright, next we've got the market structure tool and the multi-time frame trend. The market structure tool helps you see where the market is forming higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, and lower lows. It also marks important structure shifts like break of structure and change of character directly on the chart. Then you have the multi-time frame trend, which shows you trend direction across multiple time frames from 1 minute all the way to monthly. This helps you align your trades with the higher time frame trend. Alright, next up is the performance table. When you turn this on, it'll show you, with your current settings, how many times price hit take profit 1, 2, and 3, how many times the stop loss got hit, and it'll also show you the total trades it took. Now you can also control how many trades it's counting. By default, it's set to 100, which means it's showing you the stats for the last 100 closed trades. If you want, you can change that number in the settings. Right below that, you've got a session filter for scalpers, Asia, London, and New York. This is super useful because you don't have to sit there all day waiting for signals. You can literally say, I only want to trade New York, switch that on, and then you'll see the stats only for New York session. So you know exactly how it performs during the hours you actually want to trade. And just remember, if you're scalping, trading during the main sessions is key if you want higher quality movement. Then you've got an option called Show Neutral Trades. Neutral trades are trades that close with an exit without hitting TP1 and without hitting the stop loss, so they end in the middle. Now after that, you have 2 different win rate options. Normal win rate is the strict one. It mainly focuses on clean outcomes, how often TP1 was reached compared to how often SL was hit. Advanced win rate is more detailed. If a trade trade ends as neutral, it doesn't just ignore it. It gives it partial weight depending on how far price moved during the trade. Here's a simple example. Let's say a trade didn't hit TP1 and didn't hit SL, so it ends neutral. But during the trade, price moved about 40% of the way toward TP1 before it exited. In advanced win rate, that trade can count like a plus 0.4 win instead of being counted as nothing. And if instead price moved closer toward SL, more than TP1 before exiting, it would count more like a partial loss. That's why advanced win rate can feel more realistic, because it doesn't treat neutral trades as just nothing happened. Alright, now I'm going to tell you how to make everything click, so you can trade any pair on any chart. So let's start. Let's say, for example, we want to trade gold on the 1-minute time frame, and we only want to trade it during the sessions where it usually moves the most. For gold, a lot of the best movement comes during New York session, and also Asia session, so we're going to focus on those. First, I'm going to set the risk-reward ratio to 2, because during these sessions you often get strong moves. Now I'm going to go into the performance settings, and I'm going to filter the stats so we only see performance from the sessions we actually want to trade. So I turn on the New York option, and I turn on the Asia option. Now the performance table is showing me results for those sessions, the sessions where gold moves. Now the main part, optimizing the multiplier. By default it's 30, but now we want to find the multiplier that gives the best performance on gold on the 1-minute time frame during these sessions. So we start adjusting it. Let's drop it from 30 to 15. Okay, now we check the win rate. Let's say it's around 61%. Now we try 14. Okay, nice. Now it's like 63%. That's better. And that's the whole point. You keep testing values until you find the multiplier that gives you the best balance for your style. Sometimes it's not the absolute highest win rate. It's the best win rate with good trade quality and enough trades, but you get the idea. Now, once you get a signal, you simply place your stop loss at the SL level, and your take profit can be at TP1. And from here, you've got two choices. Option 1, you can just close the whole position at TP1. Option 2, if you want to manage it more advanced, when TP1 hits, you can go break even, which means you move your stop loss to your entry price. And you can also close maybe 50% of the position at TP1, then let the rest run to TP2 and TP3. And that's how you can optimize ChartGuide V2 for basically any market and time frame. Choose your sessions, set your RR, and then tune the multiplier based on performance. And that's the video. See you in the next one. And if you don't want to stare at charts 24/7 and you just want to get a notification when a buy or sell appears, don't forget to watch our alerts video.